Love or opportunity? A San Diego family contacted Team 10 concerned about what they called the quick marriage of their elderly father to his caregiver.
Team 10 investigator Melissa Masiha dug into this battle now playing out in court.
There are accusations of elder abuse and financial abuse in this petition filed in court. The person being accused, this woman right here, the former caregiver and new wife of James Donald Hess. But she told me nothing could be further from the truth.
100%.
For Dee Dee Hess to see what's happening to her father-in-law,
well, we call him Donald, but I call him Dad,
is hard to watch.
This isn't real.
Dee Dee said 87-year-old James Donald Hess, or Don as many know him, isn't in the best health. At one point,
it was enough for him to get his driver's license taken away.
The petition filed through an attorney said his health steadily declined after Don's second wife passed away. He suffered from depression and loneliness and became dependent on in-home caregivers. One of those caregivers, a woman named Nikki Shepard.
I kind of think of her as actually a shark that smelt the blood in the water.
In the petition, it claimed Nikki convinced Don to marry her after a few months. That happened October 14, 2017. At the time, he was 86, she was 64, and coming out of a recent marriage.
When she met Dad, she was married, but she was a newlywed. 2 weeks after her divorce was final, she married Dad.
Team 10 found Nikki was divorced at least 5 times. The family alleged Nikki convinced her new elderly husband to withdraw large sums of money from his investment accounts. Many of these withdrawals were in the $30,000 to $50,000 range. The petition said Nikki forged his name on documents and placed his health in extreme danger by keeping medication from him or giving him too much.
I would love to see some justice on behalf of my father-in-law, especially if he's ill.
Team 10 recently learned how ill. Don now in the hospital. Dee Dee said his heart stopped for several minutes. He had pneumonia and renal failure. He's not expected to make it. The conflict brought the family to probate court.
I know that you have very different views about whether this is, on the one hand, a marriage, a recent marriage of an elderly person to his caregiver, and the vulnerability that can present, and the possibility of financial abuse, versus, on the other hand, a person who is engaging in his older years to find love and get married.
According to the National Council on Aging, elder financial abuse is likely underreported. A 2015 study found this type of abuse and fraud costs older Americans $36.5 billion a year. This petition is to remove Don from the new trust he made late last year. His family said he wasn't competent at the time. The petition said the new trust largely disinherits his natural children in favor of Nikki.
We have issues about its validity.
Not the case, according to the lawyer representing Don.
It appears to be a validly executed trust by Mr. Hess.
Team 10 wanted Nikki's side. An old recliner sat in front of the Hess home when I went to knock on the door. A woman inside asked what I was doing there.
Well, we have a court document and we were just trying to get your side.
Please get away.
Nikki later called me. She wouldn't agree to a recorded phone interview, but told me over the phone, "All I need is love. I don't even think about his money. His kids did not approve our marriage." I asked her about allegations of abuse. She said, no way. I never elderly abused my husband. I love him so much. Adult Protective Services was called out to the Hess home on more than one occasion, something both sides admit. But in the petition response filed by Don's lawyer, it denied any abuse and said the children were more concerned about their inheritance than his happiness. Back in court, the judge made a decision.
Mrs. Hess would be temporarily suspended as successor trustee
until another court appearance next week. A small victory for Dee Dee as they pray for their father's recovery.
And I don't want this to happen to anybody else.
For Team 10, I'm Melissa Masiha.
Team 10 put together a resource guide for seniors on our website. You can check it out on 10news.com.